Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be checking out some songs that have been very nostalgic for me lately. I recently posted some short clips on this channel of concerts that I went to back in like 2023, I think, and since revisiting those clips, I've been coming back to some old playlists and then at the same time seeing how this style connects to a lot of the underground rap scene, specifically in like China, South Korea, and Japan right now. And it's kind of fun to see how some of the old stuff like ties into some of my current interests. Yeah, so I'm pretty excited today. I don't really have a plan for the songs that I'm gonna play, so I'm just gonna go in to my Spotify and see what catches my eye. So without further ado, let's get into it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below if you want, and let's go. All right, so where to begin? I think I wanted to make this channel a place where I could upload some concert clips from back when I was living in the Bay Area. I felt like a lot of these events no one had really documented, and I had a lot of video footage from it. And the first event that I chose to review and look back through was a concert where i9bonsai headlined in San Jose. And it was held at this basement sort of situation called the Orifice, I think in one of like the Victorians in downtown. Yeah, it was just such an interesting event. I think the other artists that were there was Silicon Valley and Garrett Caramel. Just seeing how janky the whole situation was, I was just like, oh, I just remember this time where that was just so exciting. It's still exciting, but it was just so exciting. You just felt so like just seen in that space. In doing so, I was looking back at some of the old playlists that I used to listen to and honestly still listen to this day, but just really taking like a deeper dive. And of course, the first playlist would be Cloud Digicore. Now, I don't know if all these artists like the term digicore. I've heard people like be mad about it, some people like it, but I mean, at the end of the day, it is just rap music. It's just underground rap, and then people want to put different labels on it. But anyways, this Cloud Digicore playlist has obviously i9 on it, as well as some other people that we'll get into. The first song that I ever heard by i9 is called, it's actually by Notlocked, and it's called Vamp. And like, it's just so weird to hear these now. Anyways, but yeah, so I definitely heard this song somewhere on the internet. I since followed i9 and then started listening to their stuff on SoundCloud. My favorite song by i9 is Mixed Up, and the reason why it's my favorite is because it used to annoy the hell out of me. Like, I used to hate this song. And it was one of the first ones that I saw, like, by just i9 like being the main artist. Like, tell me this is not the most shitty ever, but the bass line is so good. And blackwinterwells and 848 honestly killed this. Like, y'all really killed this, I'm not gonna lie. So anyways, saw Mixed Up by i9, and then, you know, it was just down this rabbit hole of all kinds of music in this sort of underground rap genre, style of underground rap. And another artist that it would be a crime to not mention is Kuru. I was listening to a lot of his stuff, like, let me see, let me go in. I think I have Wired In, Clone, Level 99. Yeah, I don't know, I was just listening to a lot of his stuff. Unfortunately, he's from the East Coast, so I haven't seen him live. I'm sure he's played like on the West Coast at times, but it's not consistent, so maybe someday. I would say that my favorite song by him is probably this one, This Heart. I don't know how to say it. I don't remember. What's he saying? Like, I don't remember. Another artist that I really loved during this time was MISOGI. MISOGI put out a lot of like different type of stuff, but I feel like the one song that I was really obsessed with during this time was Heart Chained with Masterpiece and Arome. I don't know, it's so cute. Like, this song is very wholesome, I feel like. I haven't looked that deeply at the lyrics though, so don't quote me on that. Both MISOGI and Kuru like still make music. I'm looking down this playlist again, and I want to shout out Kuru's most recent album, or like his debut album, I think. I really like the song What's First from it. I think that this song is very melancholic, but it's really like, I don't know, if you read the lyrics, you're like, damn, like, it's very thoughtful. Very sad. So these are some of the artists that are very like nostalgic and iconic for this era. So that kind of brings us to currently. There's been one artist that has continued to be on my radar, specifically in line with my new interest in Chinese, South Korean, and Japanese underground rap. And I feel like this genre is starting to get a little bit more popular now. This genre does have certain similarities and certain differences to the sort of quote-unquote digicore style of the early 2020s, but I feel like this artist, AssToro, is so good at keeping things really fresh. And I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name correctly, so let me know if I'm not, but I'll put it somewhere. And I just have, he's been on my radar. Let's actually see, because it was when this song came out, P2 something, I don't know. Okay, yeah, so it's, so 2023, which was, I think, because i9 had maybe shouted him out on his Instagram. So this is P2 Lobo? I don't know. It's just a very simple song. It's just a very simple song, but it's effective. So since then, I've been following AssToro, and recently he picked shit up. Like, he's been putting out banger after banger, to be honest, in my humble opinion. And so I want to play some of those today. So let's go and see what I have saved recently. He's now sitting at almost 50,000 monthly listeners, so that is amazing for him. He's also been featured on a lot of songs like by Lazy Doll, other Japanese artists, and his verses are always like the the craziest. Like, he brings it every time. His most recent release is called Euphoria, and it's with another artist. I don't know how to say their name. It's giving digicore from 2020, bro. I can't. It's very much a collab. I think that both artists really contribute equally on this song. Yeah, so that's Euphoria. What else? I have, oh, Ecstasy. Oh, I have just so many songs of his saved. I've just really been obsessed with his aesthetic as well. He's been putting out a lot of like media to go along with it. And one of the songs that I think really exemplifies this, and I don't know why, the music video has such a chokehold on me, but let me see if I can remember what it's called, because, oh yeah, Level 2 Vision with Alouji. Alouji? I don't even know, like there's no name for this type of song, this genre of song. Yeah, alouji really killed it with this one. So anyways, this is my little highlight of AssToro. Now I want to talk about kegøn, I think is how you say his name. He's really been becoming more and more popular, and I think it has a lot to do with his album called Don't Mind. People are really liking this, and then also with his collabs. He's collabed with Lazy Doll, Crows is really good, and then also earlier in 2025, Tesla. Now this one is the first that I saw of him, and it's because it's with Billionhappy and Effie. And Effie is South Korean and Billionhappy, I think, is mainland Chinese. Whoa, I don't know. I think. I have not looked into it. But this song, this is very rap. Like, this is, we've left digital at this point. Honestly, I think Effie has the best verse on this. Oh yeah. So that's Tesla. Overall, not my favorite song, but as far as iconicness goes, this is extremely amazing for me. I want to note that I've always been really tapped into the Korean rap scene, but it's more of like the R&B, like KHH stuff that I've been obsessed with since, I would say, like 2017. So this is kind of like a new style that I'm having to put more effort into to understand a bit better. And I also want a disclaimer that I don't really know anything about these artists' like personality or like their lyrics. Like, I don't know what they're saying. So when I say that I like them, like, it's with an asterisk of like, if they're good people. Like, I don't know. I just want to say that now. But yeah, so Billionhappy, I've been saving a lot of his songs. His song High School with Sebi, and oh yeah, the TNT frame rate with Eastern Margins. I like that one. That's very like, I don't know what it is. Like here, let's play it. Cannot really put a finger on exactly what we're going for with this genre. I don't know, I can't control what my ears like, so it's just happens to be this sometimes. His music videos are really, really top tier. I don't know if it's his direction, whose direction it is, but the aesthetic, they've really tapped into something quite cool. And so yeah, I just wanted to mention his stuff. Effie, my favorite song from Effie right now is actually in a different playlist called Princess Digicor, kind of highlighting girlies, because the girlies are few and far between in these kind of genres. And I think a lot of that has to do with just the fact that we have our shit together. A little bit, no, I'm just kidding. But Effie is just really standing out in a lot of these genres as being sometimes like the only girl in the room. So love her, but this is her song that I can't say the name. It was put out in 2024, but I feel like I discovered it pretty recently. I don't think I was tapped into this at that time. The song is just clean. Like there's nothing wrong. There's like, you can't find anything to nitpick about it. Okay, so we got Billionhappy, Effie, kegøn, AssToro, alouji, and then now I'm gonna go to, this is just stuff that's popping up off the top of my head. I'm sorry that I'm a little bit disorganized today, but I really didn't plan what I'm gonna show during this video. So it's just all based on what I'm feeling in the moment. So now I'm going to my playlist called Underground East. I just have in the description Chinese Underground, Japanese Underground, MHH, KHH. I don't really know what to call any of this stuff, and sometimes that's okay. But I think my favorite song right now, and I'm a little bit embarrassed to admit this, is B3st G0r3 by Lobo Slashemall. These names are just crazy. Anyways, I'm afraid this is like gonna chart for me, like in my in my rap text here. I'm terrified. I'm so embarrassed. Okay, I can't play any more of that shit. But this is coming off, what is this album called? I'm terrified. Right, sex, drug, love, money. Like I said, I don't condone any of the lyrics that they're saying or anything that these are stand for. I know nothing about them. It's not in a language that I can understand, which is amazing, kind of, right? So these are just some of the artists that I have on this Underground East that is just like very bare bones. I feel like right now, like I said, I just am getting tapped into this type of style within these larger genres. I've been listening to Chinese rap for a while, but nothing like this, more of like a Mando pop style, like Patrick Braska stuff. And that was like what I would listen to in high school. And then same with the Korean underground scene. I feel like there's only like a handful of artists that I'm familiar with at this moment, but I've always been tapped into the Korean underground rap scene, or I would just say rap scene, but just more on like the R&B side. Like my favorite artist is Woonjae. So that just says a lot about the kind of stuff that I know the most about, and this is not one of them. I feel like it's so weird ending it on this note. I guess that I could talk a little bit about my Hot Girl Plug-in B playlist. This playlist has a lot of stuff from that time, specifically by Lil Hero. So yeah, so let's play a little bit of this just to kind of give a video a little bit more of a sane ending. The song that is my top song in the playlist is Extasy by Kempachii. Kempachii? Yeah. This was just another side of that like 2020 era of music. If you know, you know. That's a great one. It's just takes me back. When did the song come out? I'm checking. 2022. Yup. Makes sense. Checks out. I'm gonna play some girlies because there's a lot more girlies in this playlist. This is Aisu. This is CİKLET, I think is how you say it. So much. And then out of Lil Hero, I think my favorite song is her with Xert, Squeeze Me. Alright, so shout out Lil Hero. I'm glad that her song has been blowing up recently. And yeah, I think that's where I'll end the video. I'll link all of this, or not link, I'll list all of the songs that I played down below. Please follow me on Spotify if you want to see these playlists. I'll list them as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to check out any concert clips that I've posted to just see what the vibes are, and let me know anything that you've been obsessed with lately, as well as any concerts that you've been to. All right, I'll talk to you all later. Bye.